Hello, thanks for tuning in, and today we'll be reviewing David Lynch's The Elephant Man.
Life is full of surprises. Ladies and gentlemen, the terrible Elephant Man.
At first, you will want to turn away from him. Then, you may find him a silent, unresisting target for your ridicule.
Stand up.
Stand up! Turn around! Mister, why is your head so big, mister?
But if you come to know him,
Have you always been the way you are now?
you will begin to see beyond the perversion of his form.
Are you in any pain? Are your parents still alive? Your father? Your mother?
And discover the beauty in the beast.
He is English. He is 21. His name is John Merrick. At no time have I met with such a perverted or degraded version of a human being as this man.
Am I to assume then that he is ultimately incurable?
Yes, sir.
This hospital doesn't accept incurables. The
Freak hunting. This is monstrous.
If you ask my opinion, he's only being stared at all over again.
People pay money to see your monster, Mr. Treves. I'll collect it.
Yalla, monster, yalla! Freak!
What was it all for? Why did I do it?
And perhaps for the first time, you will understand the true meaning of courage and human dignity.
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
You're not an elephant man at all. You're Romeo.
Anthony Hopkins, Anne Bancroft, Sir John Gielgud, Wendy Hiller, and John Hurt as the Elephant Man. Coming from Paramount Pictures.
I'm just going to vaguely summarise this film because places like IMDb offer adequate summaries if you really want an in-depth description. The Elephant Man is based on the supposed true story of John Merrick, played by John Hurt's life, in which he's been forced into a free cure due to his extreme deformities, to say the least, and then exploited for money. That is until he's rescued by Dr. Frederick Treves, played by Anthony Hopkins, and brought to the hospital to be examined. At first you're led to believe that John Merrick can't talk or even understand what people are saying, and due to this he's threatened to be thrown out of the hospital by the owner. But then you discover, in a quite beautiful scene, that not only can he talk, he can read and write, and quotes the Bible. After this, there is a fight between the owner of the freak show and Dr. Treves on the matter of where John should be. It goes on into matters of kidnapping, and even a miniature revolution between the freaks and the owner, when they're trying to help John escape. Upon returning home, it is discovered that John is near death, and so as a sort of dying wish, he's brought to the theatre he has always admired to watch his show. After the show, it is dedicated to him, and he's shown respect when the entire crowd stands and applauds him. I just have to say this is the strangest David Lynch film, because for the simple reason that it isn't strange at all. Yes, unlike every other movie this genius has crafted, The Elephant Man is the only one that follows a clear narrative structure. However, although the film strays far from his usual nihilistic surrealism, he still manages to integrate his normal flourishes and trademarks seamlessly. David Lynch is able to turn this stomach-churning sob story into an inspirational triumph, filled with pathos and ephilatist ideologies. Anthony Hopkins is delivering a transcendent performance as the doctor and friend of a deformed yet gentle protagonist. Everything about this film is memorable, from the visual style to the lighting. This film stays with you. I'm not sentimental, but I have to admit I got choked up during a few scenes of this movie, especially when John shouts, "I am a man." Beautiful scene. You can check it out on YouTube actually. It is a brilliant movie, And any other year but the year it was actually released in, it probably would have won an Oscar, but it was quite heavy competition around them times, so it didn't end up winning. Either way, I would definitely have to give this movie 5 stars.